I used to work on Moro's farm back then. A quiet, middle-aged man, the kind who walks down foggy mountain roads like he's carrying the weight of something old and heavy. No one really knew what went on inside him. People said his wife had died years ago, and since then, no one had ever seen him smile. Then one cold autumn morning, a woman named Rena came to work with us. She was full of life, bright eyes, strong hands that always smelled of milk and soil. One of those women who work hard, get tired, but never lose their pride. She always wore a blue wool shawl around her neck, and I don't know why, but that shawl felt like a little patch of warmth in the middle of all that mountain cold. At first, she was just another worker. But slowly, Moro started watching her more often, maybe because she reminded him that some things in this world are still pure. He'd find excuses to walk out to the fields, or deliver the milk himself, just to spend a few quiet minutes talking to Rena. It didn't take long before people noticed. Whispers started. In a small Swiss village like ours, no secret lasts forever. When Moro finally said he wanted to marry Rena, his family was shocked. They were city people, educated, proper, proud. They couldn't accept that their brother, the owner of a dairy farm, had fallen in love with a village woman. But Moro had made up his mind. For the first time, he wanted to live on his own terms. He said,
"I don't measure happiness by the size of my bank account."
Rena didn't say much after that. She loved him, but not at the cost of her dignity. When she realized their love now smelled of pity and judgment, she stepped back. One winter night, while snow was gently covering the farm, she came to say goodbye. Moro was sitting by the fire, tired eyes, heavy silence, like he wanted to speak but had already lost the words. Rena wrapped her blue shawl tighter around her neck, gave a small, sad smile, and said,
"Sometimes you have to leave. Because staying means being crushed under the weight of people's eyes."
And then she walked away. Moro stayed behind, with a farm that had gone completely quiet. The trees fell asleep, and the wind that came down from the mountains carried a faint trace of her scent. The scent of her blue wool shawl. The Blue Shawl is a story about a love that burns quietly in the cold heart of the Alps and a world that still doesn't know how to understand something that pure.
It's a story about a love that tried to keep them warm. But in a cold, judgmental world, it ended up like a fire that burned out too soon. All that's left now is a blue wool shawl that still smells like heartbreak.
What's harder, letting someone go, or living with the memories they left behind? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.